Does this look familiar? Too many applications. Too much paper. Too many upset drivers. Out of compliance. Frustrated you? Have no fear, Map is here. The solution you have been waiting for. No more chasing papers or drivers. Your drivers can now download Map at the Google Play Store or the App Store. This is the solution you have been waiting for. Drivers are able to sign up from any mobile device, or they can simply log onto our website and get started. Driver's choice.
Yes, thanks Heather. Well, let's get started. I am using our web portal, but drivers can sign up on any mobile device as well. Come closer and take a look how I sign up. Well, now let's go to mpcompliance.com. Click the driver login button up top. In the login box find the sign up link, and click. Now, here is where you enter the last 5 digits of your social security number. And below your date of birth. This helps us making sure it is you. Please note that MPCS takes security very seriously, and as such has implemented 2-factor authentication. You will be asked to choose a method of contact before creating your username and password. High five! Great job so far. Now, let's choose a username and password. Now, choose a username you will remember. The password is going to be a little tricky. The password must contain at least 8 characters consisting of 1 uppercase letter, 1 lowercase letter, 1 numerical character, and 1 special character.
Now you have to make sure you add the new map driver to your driver status page. You know how to do that, right? After adding the driver to the driver status page, you'll notice a couple of new things. John?
Please note the map icon right above the compliance boxes. This means the driver is signed up for MAP and ready for his application. It is important to remember that you have 2 choices here. 1. If no home union has been previously assigned, now you'll be asked to do so. 2. Selecting whether you want to send all required documents to the driver, or just the motor vehicle release.
Hello, Heather here again. Now that we have added the driver to the driver status page, and we send his application to his queue, you can notify your driver to log into MAP and start his application right away.
Hi Jim Driver, I am calling to let you know to log on to MAP, to start your application.
MPCS has chosen DocuSign as their strategic partner to use their global standard for e-signatures.
It is important to remember that the driver is not done until he signs all of the documents at the yellow tabs.
So far so good, right? But before we head down deeper into the compliance page, what have we learned? John?
Heather, we have learned that drivers must be signed up for MAP first, before adding them to the driver status page. Also, that the administrator must determine the type of documents the driver shall receive, either all required documents or just a motor vehicle record release. But most important, drivers must complete the signing process before the application is complete. Heather, let me show you a few new menu items that will matter to you.
Sounds great. Thanks.
First, let me remind you that in the DMS viewer, you will be able to find all documents for your drivers.
I do remember now. How convenient. Easy to find.
Here is the new map icon menu. It has a map queue link, and a Manage Driver link. In the map queue are all the road test equivalent documents pending your signature. Simply click on the link at the end and sign, done.
After I sign, is the application done?
Well, almost. The team at MPCS must still complete the actual audit. But, that should be finished within a couple of hours.
That is impressive.
Under the Manage Driver link you will be able to do the following. 1. Find drivers' usernames, and reset passwords and/or PINs. 2. Manage their two-factor authentication method.
Just so I get this right, PINs are for mobile devices only. Correct?
Bingo! PINs provide an extra layer of security for mobile users.
Thank you, John. This was very helpful. Now, back at my desk I realized we need to address the different colored map icons you see behind me. The driver status page displays a map icon next to the color indicator bars. The orange map icon means that this driver is signed up, and all digital. A gray icon means the driver is signed up, but still transitioning from paper. A black icon means the driver was signed up, but opted out at some point. They will have to go back to paper applications.
Let's add a little color to our life. I am as jazzed as they come. Map really sounds like the holy grail for drivers and for you, right? As you already know, consistent review of the driver status page is imperative to successful compliance. Here is a breakdown of the statuses you will come across. Sent means an application has been sent to a driver's queue, but the driver has not yet submitted nor signed. Incomplete means a driver has submitted and signed his map application, but updates or revisions are required and are waiting in the driver's queue. Complete or valid means a driver's map application has been submitted, signed and is now complete. Now, allow me to quickly talk about the bloodline of our whole operation. Captain's reports. Keeping captain's reports up to date and accurate greatly improves the driver's experience in map. Okay, now let me find Heather. She has a few more things before you are ready to go.
Wow, John, that was very helpful. 2 more helpful things. To understand why a driver's status is still in red, click on the color indicator bar. Here you see 2 boxes in red. The MBR box indicates that the application is still pending audit. In the application box, click on the question mark. Here it displays the deficiencies of the application. We already have sent those back to the driver for remediation. If for any reason you want to send the driver another motor vehicle records release, you can always click here. This will send the driver the document to either update their driver's license or medical card. Let's review what we have learned. John?
Sure thing, Heather. 1. Have your drivers sign up, because this makes their lives easier.
2. Make sure you see the map icon when adding the driver to the driver status page, and select what type of documents you want to send to their queue.
3. Always contact your driver after sending a map application or MVRR. This way, they know to log onto map and start the process.
4. Remind your drivers that their map application is not complete until they have signed their documents. Remember that in some cases revisions sent back to your drivers do not require new signatures.
5. Important to remember is DMS. MPCS's document storage system. Here you will be able to find all map applications and related documents for your drivers. The other menu items important for map are the map queue. Here are the road test equivalent documents waiting for you to sign. And the Manage Drivers link gives you the ability to find drivers' usernames, change passwords and PINs, and update the driver's method of contact for the two-factor authentication.
6. The color of the map icon determines the application conditions for that driver under that division, whether it is digital, a mix of both, paper and digital, or back to paper.
7. The following statuses on the driver status page are important. Sent means a map application has been sent to a driver's queue, but the driver has not yet signed. Incomplete means a map application was submitted but revisions are required and are waiting in the driver's queue. Complete and or valid means the map application has been submitted, signed and is now complete.
8. Clicking on the question mark in the driver status pop-up will show you all incomplete items of the driver's application. One last thing, you will always be able to initiate an MVRR, a motor vehicle record release, if the driver wants to update either their driver's license or medical certificate.
Yay! You are ready to roll. Thank you for hanging with Heather and myself today. See you soon, I am sure.